Okay, I suggest we always begin our courses on time. So if you agree, I suggest that we begin. You agree, Elizabeth, Wolfram?
Yes, please.
Okay, so welcome everybody to this webinar. It is the second one today. We organize one. We are in Europe, and we organize one at the end of the morning for the east part of the world, and we organize another one for Europe now. Okay, so this webinar is about a new DBA with a specialization in sustainable innovation management. We all know that sustainable management become a more and more important issue, of course, for companies, for business school, and that's why we created, in partnership between ICN and Business Science Institute, this new cohort. First of all, Elizabeth, do you want to introduce yourself, please?
Okay, I'm Elizabeth Paulet. I'm a professor of finance at the ICN Business School, and I'm in charge of running the DBA program.
Thank you. Wolfram?
Yeah, my name is Wolfram Berger. I'm an economist by training, and I'm now the Associate Dean, Faculty and Research, meaning I'm at ICN Business School. I'm responsible for faculty management and research management, and part of the research remit is the responsibility for research degree programs, among them the DBA.
Thank you. My name is Michel Calica. I am emeritus professor from the University of Lyon. I have been in different universities before, in Paris Dauphine, in Strasbourg, and so on. And I'm president of Business Science Institute. First of all, some technical issue. Your microphone are off, but you can exchange with us through the chat or through a Q&A, and you can ask a question, make comments. And another point which is important, please have a look on our institutional email for the program. You can always contact us at this address, contact@businessscience-institute.com, and we will share the information with ICN. And you have also email on the ICN website. Okay. First of all, I will present Business Science Institute shortly. Then Wolfram Berger will present ICN. Elizabeth will introduce some specialized seminar, and then we will be available to answer your question. So, Business Science Institute in a few words. Business Science Institute has been created 10 years ago. It's a network organization created to answer the demand of experienced manager holding an MBA or an equivalent of MBA. And this manager, the average age is 45. This manager, they want to step back. They want to use their professional experience to prepare a doctoral thesis, DBA, which is a doctoral program for manager, and they can so defend their thesis and publish a book. In this program, we have one executive DBA program organized in a different way, online in English, French, German, and also face-to-face in different locations in Asia, Africa, and Europe. Today, in June 2022, we have more than 220 doctoral students. And we are very proud because more than 110 students have been graduated. It means that for us, it is an indicator of the success, because what is important is not the registration of the students. What is important is the defense of the students at the end of the process. On our website, and also thanks to ICN, we have a lot of faculty members. We are a network organization with a very, very strong faculty team. And that's important because whatever the subject of your thesis, we will be able to find a director, supervisor for you. We teach in 3 languages, German, English, and French. And we have a support team of 10 persons dedicated only to the functioning of the program. Another point, since a few years, we have a partnership with the University of Lyon, a public university, and all the students who are registered in our DBA program, they are also registered in the University of Lyon, and at the end of the program, they receive both our DBA and the DBA from the University of Lyon. We are of course very proud about that, because accreditation processes are a guarantee of quality for the students. We are AMBA accredited since 2 years now, and we just published, it will be printed this week, a book, The Doctor of Business Administration, Taking Your Professional Practice to the Next Level. We have been coordinating this book with other DBA programs, which are AMBA accredited. Our DBA as a characteristic, we focus on managerial impact. For us, a DBA, it's not only a theoretical thesis, it's also a way to create managerial impact. We consider that the DBA thesis has to be useful for you, of course, useful for your companies, and useful also for the society. And every year, we have a managerial impact prize for one or several of our doctors. We publish books. So we publish books written by our faculty, for example, how to successfully complete your DBA. All these books are available online and in paper version. Also, the DBA thesis project in practice, research methods for the DBA, let your data speak. It's about the analysis of the data. And a new book, Doctor Advising Doctoral Student. It means that the doctor of the program, they give to the students some advice to better manage their DBA process. All these books are available, I told you, on the website of the publisher. I must say also that our doctor publish also in this collection, after the defense of the thesis, they can publish a book in our collection. And now, please, Wolfgang, can you introduce ICN?
Thank you, Michel. Yeah, I'm happy to introduce ICN a little bit to you. So if you can straight move to the next slide. Michel,
Yes.
if you could move. Yeah, thank you. So a few words on ICN Business School. We are French Grande École, and at the same time, we are an international business school. So we very much understand and see ourselves as an international business school. We are based in Nancy in Paris, in France, but we also have a campus in Germany, in Berlin. So the idea is to create, and this is the idea, the strategy we are following, to create a pan-European, a European business schools that is present in major European hubs like Paris and Berlin, and Nancy is sort of the established headquarters of the school, if you like. We are triple accredited. For those of you who are not fully familiar with business school, international business school accreditations, there are 3 major accreditations: the European one, EQUIS, the American one, ACSB, and AMBA, the accreditation for MBA, DBA programs. So these accreditations, as Michel mentioned it earlier, they are quality badges. So they guarantee quality student experience, and this is what we are offering. About only 1% of all business schools in the world are triple accredited, and we belong to this 1%. At the same time, we are ranked in the FT. We are FT ranked, which is another indicator of the quality in terms of service to the students, in terms of teaching, learning, but also in terms of research, which of course underpins all the teaching and learning we offer to our students. We have 3,000 students currently, 80 core faculty, and I think that's a very interesting, very important number. We have 17,500 graduates all over the world. Many of them in France, many of them in Europe, many of them in Asia, in South America, and North America. So we have a network that spans across the globe. I just want to point out one or two, I think, important cornerstones of our mission and of our vision. I copied part of our mission here on the slides, and I won't read it out. I just want to point your attention to three distinctive features, I believe. First, we aim at providing an innovative and transdisciplinary education. The idea is that our core pedagogical idea is to stimulate creativity, to enhance the capacity for innovation, because we believe that this is the key, maybe the single most important skill and competency business leaders need to possess. We also want to enable our students to become responsible professionals. And obviously, this is what underpins the DBA, because the DBA is focused on sustainable innovation management. So the notion of responsibility, of management responsibility, is very important for us. And thirdly, obviously, we want you, our students, to be operational and to be leaders in the global business environment. So the notion of internationality, of global business, is very important. And if you look at the ICN logo on the right, it says ICN Creative Business. Creative is not a typo. We really speak, or we really mean creative, because creative has got three different dimensions. First, creativity or creative. We want our students to be creative. We also want our students, obviously, to be reactive. We want our students to be very swift and very quick to adapt to a changing international business environment. And you all know this is happening, and this is happening more and more rapidly, changes in the international, social, technological, and business environment. And the third notion that is embedded in this word creative is active. We want our students to become active leaders, even proactive leaders. So this is all encapsulated in this word creative. And this is the core of the learning and teaching environment that we offer. So why should you join the program? What are the key arguments? And we listed a few of them, a few of the key arguments here on this slide. What we will do with the DBA program is we are going to boost your skills, and we want you to be change agents to transform managerial practice. We talk about responsibility and sustainability. These are core features, obviously, of the program. And the DBA is a research degree, it's a terminal research degree. It's equivalent to a PhD, but different. What we want to do with the DBA, we want to enable you to create immediate impact. So while you learn, while you're on your DBA journey, you will be able to change your managerial practice. You will be able to see changes in your professional behavior. And this is what we are going to train you to do. Immediate impact is very important to us. I said earlier that ICN focuses on creativity. We want to stimulate creativity. We want to enhance your capacity for innovation, for thinking differently. And we do this with an approach that we call Art Technology Management, short ATM. The idea is to bring together, to look at business problems through different lenses, adopt different perspectives. The arts can help us really to find solutions where we didn't expect them to be. Same with technology. We bring together different perspectives really to stimulate thinking, to stimulate or to train you to think outside the box. Online delivery, obviously, the DBA is an online program which enables you to pursue your business career, your professional career, and learn at the same time. And very important for us is individualized mentoring. So while you will work on your thesis, you will be mentored, supervised, and guided by an experienced faculty member continuously. There will be very regular and very often there will be feedback meetings between you and your mentor and your thesis supervisor, right? So you won't be left alone on your DBA journey. I think that's a very important message. And this is something that is really a cornerstone of our approach to the DBA program. Okay. A very quick overview of the different stages of the program. The program is composed of 3 different stages. These stages do not necessarily correspond to 1 year, right? I mean, Michelle will specify it a little bit more later on in the presentation. I just want to outline very briefly the 3 stages. So first of all, we will train you. You will follow courses and methodology, which is very important, qualitative and quantitative methodology, with a view to applying them. We don't want you to become methodological experts, but we want to enable you to apply them also to your daily managerial practice. And of course, you will follow courses in sustainability innovation management. Elizabeth will give you examples of what we can offer to you in all sorts of disciplines and all the different business and management disciplines. Stage 2, very importantly, obviously, you will work on your thesis, you will collect data, you will do interviews, you will work on your thesis, you will do your theoretical research. It depends a bit on on your research topic, and you will be closely followed and supervised and guided by an experienced faculty member. Michelle said earlier, we have 72, it's a network, we have 72 faculty members. ICN has got 80 core faculty, so there's a whole range of different skills and capabilities and competences in our faculties, and there's certainly one that fits your needs. Thirdly, the last stage is the mock defense, the pre-defense, if you like, and then the final defense before an international panel of examiners. So this is, in short, the DBA program. Right, I think Elizabeth will say a few words on the faculty.
Yes, I will present the different faculty that we have selected for this DBA. You have Olivier Berthold, Rebecca Stekelorum, Kamel Misme, Philippe Kitchen, and Renéry Nicolas. You see that all these faculty members are international by their nationality. For example, Olivier Berthold is German, Philippe Kitchen is from Great Britain, Kamel is from Tunisia, but they are also international as regard the ability to work with international students. I mean, they are willing to teach differently and to have a different pedagogical approach for these international students. The second point is that they are all experts in sustainability. These are professors that are accustomed to publish in high-ranked journals with an expertise on the topic. And I will explain later on how I select the topic as regards sustainability for this program. So I give the floor to Michel for the other member professor, if he wants.
Yes, thank you. The program is organized in 3 main phases. The first phase, we have 5 seminar managing the executive DBA, then thematic paradigms. Maybe I can give you back the floor, Elizabeth, and you can present the seminar.
You have here the list of the different topics selected for the DBA program. Driving sustainable strategic leadership, so it is on leadership. Second one is sustainable marketing practice. The third on finance. The fourth is on supply chain. The fifth is on human resource management. And the last one is on organization behavior. I was willing for this program to try to cover a large number of topics to help students to have the large variety of topics in their research. Okay, these different elements will cover all the discipline you have in management and will enable the audience to build up research on very different and diverse questions as regards research. This is really the where under the selection of this topic.
Yeah, the important issue, as Elizabeth just mentioned, is that thanks to our faculty, our joint faculty, and we are a network organization, we have the capability to find a supervisor adapted, aligned with your own thesis subject. I come back to the organization of the program. The first year, it's mainly five seminar, equivalent of 3 days for each seminar, managing the executive DBA thesis. It's an introduction that we will do together, ICN and Business Science Institute. Then thematic paradigms 1 and 2, and ICN, and that's what Elizabeth just presented. And then qualitative methodology and quantitative methodology. The main purpose of this first year of seminar is to specify your research topic and to identify your research supervisor. Of course, in a DBA process, the supervisor is very important. And that's why the richness of our institution in terms of faculty is a key issue. At the end of this 5 seminar, you will present your certificate of research in business administration. And then after, you will be working on your own thesis with your supervisor. And each year you will have three seminars, 3 one-day seminars to present your thesis and to interact with the faculty and with other students. But of course, every month you will have a contact with your supervisor about the progress of your work. And you must know that one of the characteristics of our DBA program is the importance of the follow-up process. We are always available to support our students and to answer their questions. At the end of the process, you will defend your thesis in front of an international jury. And you will also participate. All the courses are online. It will begin on November the 2nd. And then it will be a short module of 3.5 hours, and you will have a 6 module of 3.5 hours during 2 weeks, and then you will have 4 to 5 weeks of independent study, and then again you will have courses and so on. The courses will be mainly in the evening, so you will be able to continue working in your business and to attend the seminar.
Elizabeth, you want to say a few words on the?
We did it. I just moved to the next slide, but my computer is not working very quickly in the evening in Europe. But it will come. I think that maybe my computer is tied, or maybe 2 webinars in the same day for my computer. It's too much. I don't know. Okay, and you know, it is the end of the presentation, and now we are available to answer all your questions. You can do it either through the chat, either through Q&A, and we will be very happy to answer you. Let's go, take the floor. Who would like to ask the first question? I received a question on my email, and I will answer this question before we receive the other question. The question is about the identification of the supervisor. When do we identify the supervisor? There is no specific rules, but I can say that we do it during the first year as soon as possible. When the research project of the students is clear, we are able to identify among the faculty of the 2 institutions, we are able to propose to one colleague to be your supervisor. And if you agree, we create the link with you, and then you work with one supervisor who will follow your work very specifically. That's the way we work. It's not a hierarchical organization. It's more a mutual adjustment. We identify the people. There is a question, what is the duration for the full DBA program? For an AMBA accredited DBA, the length is formally 4 years. It's the rules of AMBA. In practice, the average length is 3.5 years. Some students that defend their thesis at the end of 3 years, others they need more. So that's the answer to the question. Average time 3.5, formal length of the program 4 years.
There's another question on the research topic, if it's country specific, if a local co-supervisor is needed. First of all, it's a network of 72 plus 80 professors, so there will certainly be somebody who has got expertise in the country you want to work on. So no, a local co-supervisor is generally not needed. I myself have worked in different countries, not South Africa, to be honest, but I think there are many of the 72 plus 8 who have expertise for all sorts of countries and can cover all sorts of topics. So you need not worry about the local co-supervisor.
On the side of Business Science Institute, we organize a program in different countries in Africa, and we have some of our colleagues who comes from Africa. On our side in Business Science Institute, when we don't find, that's very rare, when they don't find a faculty member in our own team, because we are a network, we can identify a new colleague specialized in the field. That's the strength of our organization. Thank you for your question. Is it clear? Other question, maybe about, I received another question on my email. How is organized the process, the selection process? So first of all is to send us your CV, and generally in 1 or 2 days you will receive an answer, go or no go. The formal requirement, did we specify the formal requirement, Wolfram?
No, I think we skipped this. Yeah, we can possibly
we missed that point. Maybe you can highlight that point.
Yeah, so this is the form requirements. Obviously, you need to have professional experience, usually 5 years, and you need to be educated up to master level. These are the form requirements. What we do offer is, if you're interested, you can send us your CV for a first check, which we will do within 48 hours to determine sort of the likelihood that you will be admitted to the program. This is not yet the formal application process. It's really sort of a service to students, we say, where we will indicate how likely it is that you will be admitted. And once this is done and the answer is affirmative, we will of course help you and guide you and steer you through the admission and application process. And you find the email address over there. You also find the email address on the website of Business Science Institute and also on the ICN website.
There is another question about accreditation. SACA accreditation is, if I am right, it's a country accreditation for South Africa. And we are not involved in this accreditation. We are involved in international accreditation, AMBA, for ICN, ACSB, EQUIS. For Business Science Institute, we are involved in another accreditation, and we will have the result at the end of the year. It's EFMD accredited DBA. We are eligible to that, but we have not the final answer. So we are not in contact, not yet, with SACA. What is the program fees, and is there any scholarship available? I can answer on that question. The fees are for the joint program and for the 4 years are 27,500 euro. And we have no scholarship available because the cost is the cost of the program, the price of the program is very affordable. You know, for equivalent program, internationally accredited, usually the costs are 50% more. And so that's why we have no scholarship. Very often the student, they pay by themselves on 4 years, or the company can pay for them.
I could maybe say a word on the next question, which is
Yes.
about the DBA at Frankfurt or Berlin. Somebody's based in Potsdam, which is right next to Berlin. Yeah, I mean, the DBA is an online program, so it doesn't really matter where you're based. But obviously, if you're based next to Berlin and we can try to find a supervisor on the Berlin campus, then obviously it would be very, very easy for you to connect and then also have face-to-face and in-person meetings. Yeah, obviously this is something we would take into consideration and do our best really to make good use of the proximity of your place of residence at the Berlin campus. Yes.
Yes, it's a strength of our institution. We have faculty everywhere in the world, so we can manage that. And you know, the decision about the supervisor is an individual decision that we take in considering the location of the students, the topic, of course, and so on. There is another question: how many intake into the program in any academic year? For our cohort on sustainable development, we schedule one intake. We will begin in November, and the first year will finish in May. But in the program of Business Science Institute, we have a lot of intake. But for this cohort, specialized on sustainable development, we plan one intake in November.
I think there are two questions in the open forum here.
Oh yeah, I miss them.
Yeah,
I miss them.
Yeah.
Okay, for the details of the module as we are opening the program, we have not yet written the syllabus. But of course, when the syllabus will be available, there will be sent to every student with the detail of the course, of course. I think that I have another question. 5 modules. I don't understand.
A question of Cedric. Do you want to answer that question, Elizabeth?
I put the question of innovation because there are a lot of literature that connect innovation and sustainability and prove that it is not antinomian to have innovation and to be sustainable. So we wanted to focus on this question to prove that in our world that is moving and changing very fast, you can also include innovation in the question of management and still be responsible and have a correct argument.
So I think exactly. I think the idea is really the core of the program will be to teach you how to integrate sustainability and responsibility in your business strategies for different areas of management and business. So be it for supply chain management, it could also be in finance, it could be in HR, but explicitly the notion of sustainability, of responsibility will be integrated, and this is the core of the teaching that we will do, will be integrated into your strategic planning and will become part of your strategy. How to do that, how to operationalize it, then this is what the DBA is about.
And about the program of each module, we will, it's not online, but it will be online quite soon, and we will inform all the participants to the webinar when the detailed syllabi will be online. You will receive information on that. very soon.
Is there other question?
I'm looking. Does each course in stage 1 culminate with an exam or just a project case study? Okay, maybe I can begin in answering that question. You know, in a DBA program is not an MBA program or a master program where we control the knowledge at the end of each courses. In a DBA program, the main part of the DBA, the main way to evaluate the DBA, it is to do it through the thesis. So it means that all the courses, all the seminar, all your efforts and the effort of your supervisor will focus on the DBA thesis. And so it's an evaluation of your process, of your progression process. And the main way we evaluate the DBA is through the defense of the thesis at the end. We do it after the 5 first module through the presentation of your research project, through the certificate of research in business administration. After each module, you have to produce an assignment in which you have to indicate how your research project change thanks to the module. So it means that the control, if we can use this term, is not a traditional academic control of knowledge. It is more a control of your progress, a control on your journey. That's okay, Elizabeth?
I will add that the fact that when you write your research proposal, you will integrate all the exchange, the knowledge, concept, the theoretical aspect that you have had in the lecture to precise these research questions. So it's a way to prove that you have integrated the tools we give you for your own research questions. So in fact, it's very different of what you could have done in the past. Is something on which you are going to produce something that is your own, research, your own questions afterwards to have an impact on managerial and professional aspect. So this way, we are capable of controlling that you effectively have used the content, the different content of the modules in itself.
Absolutely. For us, a key success factor is the defense of the thesis,
exactly,
not your registration at the beginning. We are very proud because in our DBA program, the rate of success is approximately 70%. And some students, they presented after 4 years, so maybe it's higher. And we are very proud about that. And it's because we follow up, we supervise individually each student. There is another question, Wolfram, do you want to take this?
I can say a few words on that. So the question is about multidisciplinarity and whether the program can or the thesis can accommodate engineering, technical, but business and client aspects. So the DBA is essentially a management program management business. So it's about, obviously, we're very happy to also accept proposals that cross disciplinary boundaries. And of course, you can do something that has an engineering flavor, but the thing is, it needs to be about the management of technology, how technology influences management. So it's really about management practice. Yeah, but certainly, I mean, management and engineering management and technical innovation is very hard to tell them apart. You know, where does management start? Where does the technical innovation end? But the focus needs to be on the management of technology.
Edouard, you would like to ask a question? You raise the hand? Apparently no.
Can hear. No.
Okay.
You?
Another point, another question. I check on my email in parallel. I think that we answer all the question. We must say that that's very clear. Of course, you will have in the program access to the online library, access to the book, all the book that we publish, and really maybe the main asset of our program is the support, because in a DBA program, there are two important actors, of course, the students who is working and also the supervisor.
And I would have had that we have also an application, Citrix, on which you can find some program to develop your research analysis. So the fact that you are online will not prevent you from running in a very efficient way your research questions and to have good results to improve your everyday practice and to have a managerial impact. Not at all.
Okay, time is nearly over. You have here our email, our generic email. You can send any question. Of course, the first step, you send us your CV and you will receive a feedback very quickly. And you can also ask any question about the program to the team, and one of us will answer. Generally, we answer in 24 hours or in 48 hours. Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much. And
bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Thank you very much. Thank you.